Hi everyone, it's Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with your monthly twin flame readings. Yay! This is the general reading for the month of November. And I keep putting this off. I don't know why, but I know it's just like something that I really am called to do every month for you guys, because I know so many of you are on this journey and yearning for more understanding as well as I am. So what I've been doing every month now since I started this in May is been doing a spread that you can find in the back of my Enchanted Romance tarot booklet. And you can get this if you buy the holographic edition of my deck, if it's available on Etsy. Actually, I have a few of these booklets on sale that are like just a couple pages in the wrong order in the back. In fact, this is the one that's in the wrong order. Of course it would be. But if that doesn't bother you, then, then you can get this booklet for half off or something like that, even maybe more than that. Anyway, so this is the spread that I call the Twin Flame spread. We're matching up the Divine Masculine with the Divine Feminine. His feelings, her feelings, his thoughts, her thoughts, his hopes, her hopes, his actions, and her actions. For every month and every sign. So listen out for your sign coming up soon. But this is going to be a general, overall energy for all twin flames, no matter what your sign is. Just to know what's ahead for us in a collective way, because we're so connected, all of us, and a lot of us are in such similar circumstances. I know a lot of people I do readings for have very similar circumstances as I do. So that being said, it's going to be put yourself where you see yourself. Are you masculine or feminine? We all have a little bit of both on, on each of our makeup, what makes us up as humans, as fairies, as starseeds, but we all have the masculine and feminine essence in us, and we're always balancing these two energies within ourselves. But there is one that will always slightly be more dominant, and it's usually, if you're female, you have more of the feminine. If you're male, you have more of the masculine, but it's not necessarily that way. It's just usually that way. So you will attract that person that has the opposite of what you don't have, the other energy. Whether they're male or female, they'll have more of the other energy. And that being said, you might be attracted to a same sex or opposite sex, but either way, just put yourself where you see yourself. I'm going to simplify things. Through all these readings, I'll just use pronouns he and she and his and hers, just to make it simple, because of the majority how it works as far as the pronouns goes. But there's a lot of you out there that resonate in a different way, and I don't mean to exclude you at all. You definitely are included in this journey if you feel it, and if you have a particular way of seeing yourself, then just put yourself in this reading the way you see yourself, okay? So something very funny happened on the way to the forum. So I wanted to, it's like, oh, you know what is a good deck to represent the masculine and the feminine sides here? And that's really pretty, is the Secret Language of Light. And as I was going through looking for these cards, just to lay here as mostly as markers, or probably, but I can go into their messages if you want me to. I will if you want me to. But I was just leaving them here as markers. And then this one was stuck inside from the Whispers of Love Oracle. And I feel like, ooh, culmination of a vision. Is this a message? It must be. So let me tell you what a big message is here for you for both sides. So November could be a huge culmination month. Loving words have the power to change your life. So, oh no, this isn't Whispers of Love. This is this is the other one. It's like, that's not the same thing. Wow, you know what this is? This is The other whispers deck. Let me get that one. There's several whispers decks, like whispers of healing, but I happen to have two whispers of love and nature's whispers. And this is even more rare because there's not a lot of love messages in nature's whispers. There's a few. The whispers of love is pure love, right? And this one has just different elements. And so we have an interesting element here, and look at the top card as I take this out. So acceptance of love, culmination of a vision. These are all signs. All right, so let's see what the culmination of a vision is about. It's time to take positive action toward your goals and dreams. Be adaptable and fine-tune any of the details of what you are creating. Reflect on your desires and make sure your attitudes and beliefs are in alignment with what you wish to accomplish. Let go of any aspect or quality that no longer fits what you intend to accomplish. I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it's blowing so strong today. It's very mysterious. The sun is really bright, but the wind is blowing hard, and the leaves and branches are dancing all around, casting shadows and lending an air of mystery today. So let me go on into the divine masculine and feminine messages here, because I just feel like I don't normally do this, but November is my birth month and I wanted to do something a little extra. So for the masculine, it's saying that everything has its purpose, that the light that supports desire and inspires action. The masculine usually takes the action role. So you will not always understand what the purpose of something is. However, it is someone's creation that is to be respected. And if you don't like it, let it be the inspiration to create something more aligned with your soul's purpose. Consider all things of your life and reevaluate any part that may be not working. You can be your own father by respecting your ideas and providing a way for them to manifest. You are a master of your own making, so now is the time to recognize your inner strength and motivation and to be a leader of your thoughts and emotions instead of a follower. Stand your ground, regain your self-respect, pick yourself up and dust yourself off. This is not a time to force against or try to control external forces. This is a time for disciplining the way you focus and what you think about so you can create your dreams. So those of you who are masculine, you can resonate with that. Those of you who are feminine, dominant, you can resonate with that side of your masculinity. When you need to get something done, it's not about forcing, it's not about pushing, it's about having more clarity of focus. All right, and so now the divine feminine. And this is very important for your balance, your inner balance here. So the divine feminine is saying to shine your inner light on your desires. Look beyond the obvious and the superficial into the heart of the matter. This is so important. A lot of us are out there thinking we want this, this, and this because this is what everybody else does. But is this what we truly want? Do we just want to be liked and fit in and be like everybody else, or is the reason behind it something deeper and bigger and brighter? So really think about this a little bit. Don't ever judge yourself harshly for wanting what you want, but think about it more to see if there's something more to it. Remember your vast potential and the unlimited possibilities available to you. It's time to trust your intuition and your inner voice and your instincts. This may also be a time for stillness, for there are unseen forces at work, orchestrating the whole universe to bring intense and beautiful experiences to your life. Allow yourself to receive all that you want. A lot of you know that your role is in receiving, and sometimes it's right there ready for you to receive it, and you still don't. You're afraid, or you don't hold your hand out, or you don't open your heart. So that's important too. You are the mother of all you create. Nurture yourself and all that flows within and around you. There may be impending marriage or birth around you right now, either physically or symbolically. The Divine Feminine wants you to know there is always enough to go around. Abundance is everywhere. Embrace joy. That's another good message there. It's like, in order for you to get what you want, someone does not have to lack. You're not stealing anything from anyone else. Everyone gets their joy. Everyone will get it. That who was reaching for it, well, not reaching for it, but receiving it, opened up for it. If you're opened up for this joy, don't feel guilty about it. This is yours. This is yours to receive. Everyone gets their joy. And you're not stealing anything that's not yours. So just relax and let that come into you and receive it. Now, one more message that popped out is the soul journey. I feel like there is, this connection, this twin flame connection is truly a soul journey. So let's see what this message is, and then we'll go into the side-by-side message reading the spread. So soul journey is saying you are ready to start. A new chapter is beginning for you right now. This time, go easy on yourself. Be the courageous, loving being you are. Breathe into the present moment and allow any anxieties to drop away. Enjoy the journey and stop thinking the future will bring something better or worse. When the future arrives, it will be now. Step outside the shadow of your past. All that matters is what you decide to do from this moment. Your life is yours to live in whatever way is meaningful to you. You brought yourself to this life, and you are responsible for the quality of it. Trying to understand your reason for coming here will just hold you back. Just remember, everything you have done was the best thing you could do at the time, or you thought it was. As you move forward, you will understand your motives. Experience allows you to better handle crisis. You are now deliberately creating a new chapter in your life. You are such an amazing pioneer. Don't put yourself down or criticize yourself for the mistakes you made. They were all important mistakes to help in your healing and growing and learning. Don't have any regrets and say things like, I should have done this or that or the other thing. No matter what, the things that happened had to happen. The choices were made, or choices you made to the best of your knowledge in that moment, And sometimes they were bad choices because of other things, ego and outside forces. But don't worry about that either, because you know that you're overcoming these outside forces. In that time, you didn't understand that as well, but now you do. Now you're understanding more and more what it means to be your authentic self and who you are, and what it means to be in present and not always reaching for something. The past is a memory and the future is a dream. So why not dream the positive reality into being? But how about just being? Instead of just, just be in the now. Just be in this moment. Enjoy the moment. And give thanks for all that you have. And that is part of your soul journey. Okay, so now let's get into the reading a little deeper than we have. This is already kind of deep, isn't it? So let's go first to the masculine side. On the masculine side, we're using the Ethereal Visions Tarot. I wanted to put two of my favorite tarots, and these are on the top of my list. My very first tarot I ever used was the Shadowscapes Tarot, so we're using that for the feminines. Then we have the Romance Angels for the masculine side, and we have the Romantic Fairy for the feminine side. Okay, so let's go with the masculine side first and see what another general message for the masculine side. What are we going to focus on this side? Ooh, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. This could mean that the divine timing is actually at hand now. In November, I just sense for a lot of couples out there, it is time. I was very excited to see, so excited to see Brandon Tobias get his divine timing like a few weeks ago. So joy for him. And you know, his channel, he's like sending a lot of messages like, I'm busy today, I'm sorry. Me and, you know, and his twin flame, they're off on another adventure, and I just feel joy. Like, it just makes me know that this journey can work, and it does culminate into the vision that you seek, you know. So it actually does. So that makes me happy to see that. Let's see what is for the divine feminines for the month of October. Yeah, I mean, he almost looked like he was giving up hope there for, I was like, oh gosh, if he's hopeless, then how am I supposed to stay hopeful? But then things just shifted for him. What? This is so perfect. In fact, you guys, oh my god, the wind is like throwing things against the window. Heathcliff, it's me. Feels like Wuthering Heights outside. So, in fact, when I made my deck, I think the divine timing one is supposed to be matched up with the worth waiting for. Your love life will soon experience a serendipitous events, you guys. Masculines and feminine are both getting this, feeling this event, this specific special day coming up. All right, so the cards are sliding about. Okay, I'm gonna set that there, and I'm gonna set this here. So now let's start with our reading. All right. Let's start with feelings. What is the divine masculine feeling towards his divine feminine in the month of November? The collective divine masculine. What are his feelings? Okay, uh-oh. He's like, I feel like this is his feeling, and it may be slightly in the ego, but it's, you know, this is a bit of, I wouldn't say tongue-in-cheek, but it just kind of almost playful. It's like, it's almost like, I will get you no matter what it takes. I will win you no matter what it takes. So interestingly enough, in my feelings deck, in fact, I'm going to get my feelings deck too. I'm going to give you a big potpourri of goodness here. And happy birthday, fellow Scorpions and Sagittarians. That reminds me, I got a present I gotta get. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna show you this card first. Okay. So the Five of Swords is a bit of a hollow victory type of person. You know, this is somebody who may not always do things by the rules, but they're determined to get what they want, even if it means sometimes stepping on feet or something. And I see it more in a positive way like this. I will find a way to make this right. We will be together. I have a plan. So in the positive, that's kind of the energy here I feel for the divine masculine. They're formulating a plan. All right, so let's see now for the divine feminine. What is she feeling in the month of November towards her divine masculine? What is she feeling? Let's see. I was going to say, Five of Swords. All right, too many came out. I have to do this. I have to do this again. It was Five of Wands, but a bunch of other cards too. Five of Wands, a little bit of fighting energy. Could be fight or flight. Let's see. Let's get more specific here. What is the divine feminine feeling towards your divine masculine in the month of November? All signs, general, collective. Ooh, High Priestess. This is good. This is High Priestess is feeling in her power. And I mean, it's kind of cool because it is the Priestess, so it's feminine energy, but you see the masculine figure form, or sort of an androgynous figure, because a very pretty face with a masculine chest. Or maybe it's not masculine. I don't know. At first when I saw this, I thought I saw skin, but it could be her body is covered up. But nevertheless, there's strength in her. There is in other words, I feel like this is a feminine who is completely balanced with her masculine and feminine energies. And there's a lot of wisdom here, intelligence. I feel like she's feeling good about herself. She's feeling whole and complete and ready. She's also surrendered any outcomes, and she's surrendered this kind of any kind of expectations. Like she feels at peace with herself. And as soon as she feels that feeling, that things start to shift. And so how is she feeling is attraction. You are so beautiful to me. She's feeling like her divine masculine is beautiful. And he's feeling she's beautiful as well. Like that's a mutual. She's also feeling determined, but she doesn't want to overstep her boundaries. But she does also feel the similar determination as her divine masculine. Yes, like no matter how long it takes, whatever the timing is, I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to let this timing happen, but I definitely want this to happen. And she thinks he's as beautiful as he thinks she is beautiful. And beauty is not just skin deep. There's a depth to the soul that's beautiful that they see in each other. There's also physical beauty that they see in each other. There is this, I just see skin. Like I see this beautiful soft skin that they each possess. I hear beautiful sweet tone of voice that they both possess. And so these kinds of surface things as well, like, are appealing to both of them as well. Ooh, very nice. So let's see now. What is the divine masculine? Let's just put these here. What is the divine masculine thinking? Let's go into thoughts now. What is the divine masculine thinking about towards his divine feminine? What is the divine masculine thinking? Ooh, divine masculine is thinking, I am manifesting you in my life. I manifested you once and pushed you away, and now I'm going to manifest the timing. I'm going to manifest the divine time. I'm no longer going to see it as an impossible thing, but I'm going to manifest it and see as it being a very serendipitous event that spirit has a lot of energy behind, and I'm supporting this. So the masculine is thinking those things. They're going to be a co-creator and manifesting this union, this union. That's all I can. This divine timing. Let's see what the feminine is thinking towards her masculine in the month of November. What is she thinking? There's the Five of Wands. She's thinking, no matter what it takes, I'm going to get to you. She's thinking, there's a lot of passion going on. There's a lot of resistance. She's thinking, I'm not going to resist anymore. I'm not going to fight against myself anymore. I'm not going to fight against you. I'm not going to fight against this current, this wave. I'm not going to fight against the divine timing. I'm going to accept the timing. I'm going to embrace the timing. I'm going to receive. I'm not going to fight it. All right. Let's see now what the divine masculine hopes and fears are. and or it's usually the hopes, but if fears come out, we'll address them. What are the divine masculine's hopes? Okay, his hopes are the Ace of Swords. His hopes have to do with this sense of purpose, just much like what he at first said, that, you know, determination, this forward movement, this strong energy, clarity, intelligence of thought, honesty, forthrightness. I am feeling forthright. Yes, and focus and victory and inspiration. So let's see now what the feminine's hopes are towards this. I was going to say towards this connection, but yeah, towards the connection. Because sometimes the connection itself is an entity within itself, or towards the masculine person. What is the divine feminine's hopes about the masculine or this particular connection? What is the divine feminine's hopes? Ooh, Four of Pentacles. So her hopes are, this is a very sweet Four of Pentacles. It's kind of a protective nature. And she's not protecting herself. She may be, sometimes it's like the hoarder, the one who holds things. But actually, in a dragon world, this is the treasure. The dragon is protecting the treasure, holding on to the treasure. She, you know, like, I feel like she's been faced with the question, do you know what's worth fighting for? And I think she's finally realized this is worth fighting for. I'm not going to give up. I may energetically surrender, but I'm not giving up. I am not going to deny a relationship. I'm not going to see it as non-existent. I'm not going to see it as anything but there, true and real. And you belonging to me and me belonging to you. You are my treasure. You what I love and desire and want to be with. Now, the cautionary tale is, right, having too much force behind this. It's good to balance your masculine energy in this sense, you know, be strong and brave, but not without the force. Okay, he's got the force, he's got the swords, let him take care of that part. You know, he has the sword energy. So this is also hoping that something about, I feel like, has to do with saving and having enough, hoping you have enough. That's goes a little bit into lack mentality. When you use the word hope, sometimes it's more important to use, even though it sounds like a positive word, it's more important to use words like knowing, just plain knowing, and having faith. Faith and knowing are very solid affirmative words. Hope has this room of what if, you know. Don't you try not to allow the what ifs in your manifesting. Only have an assurance, a knowing. And yes, what's another one? Yeah, I think hope is that one. Is that one particular word you have to be careful with. But yeah, but anyway, it is in my spread, so whatever, I picked it. I used the word hope. And this is kind of a case where hope isn't the right word that you need to use. You need to use the word just know, just do or do not, be or be not. Don't waver. Don't just wishful think, you know, this wishful, wispy, fairy favors, fairy fancy, like me. But have a knowing. That's your determination. It's that solid thing that will not budge, right? That's what the Four of Pentacles needs to be. All right, so let's see now, what are the divine masculine's actions towards the divine feminine in the month of November? She could be like a little bit scared and protective of herself, so just be aware feminines out there. This is the real deal coming through in November. Please accept it, open to receive. But we'll see. We'll see what she will do in the end. Let's see what the Divine Masculine will do towards the Divine Feminine. Hmm. Well, this didn't flip, but the Artist card came out. This is all about creation. This is really good because this is kind of like the culmination of your dream, like designing it into presence, into being, like making that dream come true. I'll just use that as the action card, even though it didn't truly flip. I feel like that does represent an action. Artistic action, creation. Creation is an action. Let's see what the feminine will do. I think if feminine will create, that would be very helpful. Okay. Let's see, what will the feminine's actions be? Well, this one's good. The Six of Swords is an interesting kind of movement. This is a rites of passage. I feel like this is acceptance, accepting that phase in her life. I feel like for the feminines here, it could be a move, like maybe some of you physically moving somewhere, some of you moving into a new way of thinking, realizing there's a change upon you, that there is something that there's an act. Yes, and it is an action. It's like hopping in a boat and swimming downstream towards your destiny is kind of how it feels. It's a passage, a rite of passage. It's a chance to recover after a time of tribulations. So if the feminine over here has been feeling doubt and confused, things like this, the action in November is going to be a positive action, one of understanding and trust and seeing things for what they are and acceptance and allowing this transformation to happen. Wow, so beautiful. Really, really nice. Okay, so now let's do some charms. I didn't want to forget charms. Here we go. I got a fairy tucked in my sleeve. Some pixie dust here. All right, so that means that's the divine timing. Pixie dust represents the serendipity, you know, this just out of the blue, something amazing happening and letting you fly, you know, that final ingredient. You've got flounder here, which represents, oh my gosh, flounder needs a bath, represents the friendship and companionship and honesty and trustworthiness and soulmates and being by your side. We have some news coming in, something exciting, a message, information, a visitor. So it could be somebody, maybe she's visiting, maybe the feminine's visiting or the masculine's visiting, but there's definitely some movement coming through here. Here is some martini or a margarita or some kind of celebratory drink. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a drinker, but if you do, this represents, just plain represents an exciting time to celebrate. Oh, and it's my birthday, so maybe I'll have a margarita on my birthday. That sounds good. And then you have the bowler cap, which represents past lives to me, like maybe Victorian times, you knew each other. You have the peace pipe, but it's all about transformation, about a manifestation. The Hopi Indians smoked the peace pipe to manifest rain. So whatever you want to bring to your life, it just takes it's almost like the pixie dust too. It's like a little magic. We have the number 23, so maybe on the 23rd, but also Scorpio season started October 23rd. So for those Scorpios, happy birthday. And I think possibly maybe the 23rd of November could start Sagittarius, or some of you might be cuspy, but anyway, there could be some significant event happening on the 23rd. Then we have the 2019, it's not like you have to go back in time, but maybe sometimes reflecting on a past event will clue you in to future things. So something that was promised or told to you, or something that seems significant in 2019 will something will come around for you in 2020. Oh, I was gonna say 2022. But I mean November. Wow. So from November to 2022. But I feel like so many of you are going to have a really great 2022. 222. That's the year of unions. All right. So, and then we have Virgo, the Virgo practical Virgo here. Some of you might be connecting with a Virgo. You also have solid as a rock situation, true, and the world, connecting with the world. Go ahead and have your French fries. You know what? That's a good idea. I think I might go get some French fries. I mean, sometimes just a nice crispy, hot set of fries is just what you need. Then you have you have peace. The flower represents growth. Flower's been coming out a lot lately. I feel like a lot of you are transforming and growing your beauty, actually, inside out. You're just really becoming exceptionally beautiful. And it's a natural thing. You have a very natural beauty. Nothing that you have to put on. But putting on, you know, fun stuff, makeup and clothes can be nice. You know, it feels good and everything. But it's not necessary for you because you are, I just wanted to, I hear you are the sun. I don't know where they come. You are the sun. You are the rain. I'm going to sing some songs after this. I'm going to sing some songs and go get some French fries, you guys. I can't, I'm just being so impulsive these days. All right. Well, I hope you like that. And I'm going to go into now your tarot readings for your zodiac signs. And I was gonna do Scorpio first, but I'm just gonna start with Aries. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see, because the lighting's gonna be romantic. I might start with Scorpio this time. Anyway, so I'll see you at your reading, at your zodiac sign. Remember, when your zodiac sign comes up, you can choose sun, moon, rising, or any other placement. And it just to me is fun to listen to all my major placements because it really clues you into a bigger, more exciting picture. All right, everyone. Well, then I'll see you there. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.